Alright, let me just check the date real quick. I think it's the 21st. Yeah, it's the 21st. Why does the 27th sound familiar? 27th of October. Oh, right! I forgot! That's the day my milk expires. It should be fine. I'll probably use it by then. Oh, right. Today, October 27th, 2018, is the 1-year anniversary for Super Mario Odyssey. If you have not played this game yet, go and do yourself a favor and play this game. It is one of the best platformers you will ever play in a good while. If you have a Switch right now, the only reason you can't play Odyssey right now is of a financial situation. Other than that, you should either already have it on your Switch or be planning to get it. But today we're going to be taking a little bit of a retrospective on Super Mario Odyssey and see just where the future leads us in terms of Mario in general and how this game's going to affect that. So let's get out the way that Super Mario Odyssey has become the fastest selling Mario game ever, and that was in less than a month when it first released. So that is really good, and that also means that Nintendo kinda has to do equal to what Mario Odyssey did, or better, which then leads to a lot of expectations. However, who knows when the next Mario game is going to come out. Something that I've had an idea about for a good while is that they could possibly do a Super Mario Odyssey 2, similar to how they did Super Mario Galaxy 2, where Nintendo took the structure of the first game and basically just expanded upon it with more mechanics, different types of levels, etc, etc. And it would be interesting to see what other kingdoms do actually exist in the Mario universe, considering that this is honestly like the first time we actually see anything else that's not just the Mushroom Kingdom or some variation of it. Like, we have Saraza Land, which I don't think we've ever been to. By the way, that's the land that Daisy rules over, so it would be very interesting to see that. And then of course new locations. We don't really have any form of definitive kingdom that's in the clouds. We kind of just had that one area for Bowser as a boss. There weren't any haunted places. That would have also been really cool. We also surprisingly never really got a lava kingdom. I guess the Luncheon Kingdom does kind of count as that, because a lot of that area does have quote-unquote lava, but aesthetically there was no like lava or volcano level or anything like that. So seeing what could potentially be a sequel to Super Mario Odyssey is actually really interesting. And then why just stop at Earth? Like, if they collected enough power moons, they could easily go off into space, which could also lead back into Super Mario Galaxy, and they could meet Rosalina again. I kind of just want to see Rosalina, honestly. Like, a sequel to Super Mario Odyssey could have so much of the Mario lore added into it, and it's not like Odyssey didn't do that. Odyssey did a fantastic job at doing that. But again, with the whole expectations thing, I'm kind of assuming that Nintendo's going to want to go even further with this kind of thing. But let me know what you guys think about the possibility of a Super Mario Odyssey sequel, because I feel like it could actually be pretty likely. Now, in terms of the content, there is so much content in this game, and this game's still getting updated so that there's more hidden moons and stuff like that you can collect. So, technically, if you've already 100% of the game, they're still adding more stuff in, so that technically you're not done yet, which is really fascinating to me. Because there's not really that many other games aside from like Splatoon or any like really multiplayer based games that have a lot of updates similar to Mario Odyssey. And keep in mind, these are also free updates. You don't have to pay for any of this. This is all free. All of the costumes, all of the hidden power moons, all of the extra content that has been added to the game since its original release is all been free. And even the original base game had so much content in it. Keep in mind, there were over 1,000 moons that you could get in the original game. Now with the additional hidden moons, I don't really know how many are in there. I haven't exactly kept up to date with that stuff, but I can imagine that there were just so much more added. Now in terms of speedrunning, I honestly believe that given enough time, Super Mario Odyssey has the chance of rivaling Super Mario 64, in case it isn't already doing that. Because previous Mario games, they haven't really had as much backing as Super Mario 64 has. You more than likely have heard a lot more about 64 runs than any other Mario game, but I feel like Odyssey has the chance to rival 64 as well as potentially even overturn 64. Because in terms of Odyssey, there are so many options that you can do for optimization. There are so many different moons that you can collect, which lead to a lot of different routes. There's also different categories, of course, like a lot of other speedrun games. And of course, Super Mario Odyssey is also like the most popular game, given how it was the fastest releasing one. So I really do feel Mario Odyssey has the chance to overturn 64 in terms of speedrunning. But regardless of wherever Nintendo goes when it comes to the next 3D Mario game, I'm hoping that it's going to be as good, if not better, than Super Mario Odyssey. And again, that leads to a lot of expectations, but I do thoroughly believe Nintendo can do it. They almost got Game of the Year this year, but Breath of the Wild, that did end up beating it. And I think one of the main reasons why is because Breath of the Wild released first when there weren't really that many other games, and then also Breath of the Wild had years of hype behind it, while Mario Odyssey only released in the same year it was announced. So I know Nintendo is going to give out a fantastic Mario product, the next 3D Mario game that they give, and I'll more than likely be able to get it day one. Maybe, I don't know, depends. But regardless, make sure you guys tell me your experiences with Super Mario Odyssey in the comments below. I would love to hear your guys' stories when it comes to this game, as well as just go over the past year that Super Mario Odyssey has existed and see just where the future will hold for Mario. But until the next video, take care.
I want you for a